Beach Cafe is the only word I have to say right now. Add me on chess.com, you guys. I accept all friend requests. Okay. B. Beach. Cat. Cat. Ooh. Fe. E. E-pawn. This is some garbage. Oh, I can't play. Cafe. I can't play it. So, I guess that's... Just leave me be. Like, that's a garbage. Oh my goodness. How did I miss that? Oh, it was a discovered attack. Hey, yo, I'm using voice memos right now, but thinking back, I didn't really have a choice. I had to spell Beach Cafe. Well, that was good. That was phenomenal. Beach Caf? It works? Okay, it works. Goody. Oh my goodness. That's just not looking at my opponent whatsoever. There's not even a smidge of snopping this. I don't even think they know that they had Queen H4. I don't even think. Beach Caf good for losing. I couldn't do Beach Cafe. It's tough times. Tough times, you guys. But this is, you know, I'm a rook down. It's interesting. Hamez, thanks for the follow. On-chain's a little goated, Rev. I can do 5. I'm down a rook, you guys, by the way. Just want to say that out loud so you guys understand the magnitude of this game. Crafty Miney, thanks for the follow. The fact that you aren't losing terribly is crazy, for real. I'll agree with that for sure. Beach Cafe, it's got a nice swing to it. Beach Cafe. It's growing on me. It's growing on me, I'm not gonna lie. The name of the opening is Growing on Me. Beach Cafe vibes. I understand what you guys see in it. I understand. On takes, it's interesting. I could have even taken, like that's just brutal. I mean, we have time here. Like, what's black's counterattack? Oh, this one. They're calling my bluff. Oh, I won on time. Okay, what do I have here? B6 is +4. +5. What? Okay. How did I win that? I won Beach Cafe, Brody. Always had faith. So what exactly happened here? At first, I didn't really know. So let's look at it. We're gonna start after the BEACHCAFE. I didn't even do the A, but bishop takes A1, I'm down a rook. And at this point, I'm just trying to survive, really not expecting to win, especially that my position has so many deep weaknesses, like this queen h4 threat that they didn't do, or this knight g3 threat, this bishop on this super nice diagonal, this push here on d4 that they should have done. There were so many opportunities for the black pieces, just like here. Here, if you want to finish the game, like immediately, you can go d4. d4 threatens this pawn, and if I take, you get a knight takes on c2. This is so strong. And if queen takes, you can castle, and then my queen's on this open file. No good. And if bishop takes, this is delicious for the black pieces. Even check here, or you can just take. Everything works. If not, you can go queen h4 check, king d1, knight g3, forking these two pieces. Rook moves, or okay, let's say you take. I take here on h1, you take my rook, queen f2, forking these two pieces. I mean, it's just not appealing. And it's all losing. It is all losing. And so here, I think that the black pieces, their biggest mistake is not going on their strengths and kind of letting their advantage mellow out throughout the game and kind of die down. Knight g3, this is okay, but again, you're exchanging a great piece against a zero activity piece. Like, this bishop was garbage. Don't know why some choices were made here. But anyways, f5, and again, the choice to close the position is not in favor of the black pieces because they have a rook up. You have a rook up, so you don't want your advantage to die down by closing up the extra material that you have. And it gets worse in the game. So let's say a little bit further in, something like this here. In this position, the black pieces are still closed up. My two pieces are active here of the few pieces I have left. And you can just see that their advantage is completely dissipated because their pieces aren't explosive, they're not active. So we don't really feel that advantage present on the board because these pieces are passive. You do not want your pieces to be passive, especially when you have extra material on the board. And so here it's as if we could forget this rook up. This rook on h8 is worthless. It's that simple. It could not be there, it's the same position. In fact, I would be winning if it's not there. And so just to give you an indication of how bad these pieces are, by the way, special shout out to this exact position. I think this is the most beautiful, most aesthetically pleasing position I've ever had in my life. But anyways, that's for another day. Right here, you guys, is equal. This position is equal. Isn't that crazy? Like, this is the craziest thing. Just because black's pieces aren't active, the engine evaluates this game equal, despite black having a full rook up. The engine can't make anything out of this. It's really crazy. And so just, I think here, black should have at least stopped this queen from attacking this rook. Like, you can't do this, obviously, because I just take, but you can do rook g7, rook g8, and then rook g6 to then try to open things up. But they don't do any of this. They stay closed up. And this means that now black have an imbalance in their position. You see, they have three heavy pieces and one minor piece on the king side. And they have close to nothing on the queen side. So when my queen comes up against 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 3 is 7, I have a 9 on 7, and that's without counting my pawns and my knight. I have a 9 on O, because we have 3 pawns here and we have a knight on the queen side. And so then it's completely unbalanced, and I can find some nice counterplay here. So my opponent, first of all, gets passive pieces, all in the same corner, giving me some counterplay, and just not trying to trade off pieces or go for activity here, right? At least here they're trying to trade off pieces, but it's too little too late. I take back here on h6, and you'd think there's some counterplay here. It's still equal here. Despite rook g8 and queen h4 coming in, rook g8, b takes c6, queen h4, I can take here on d7 with check, so you don't have time to kind of mate me here. Knight takes, and then queen c8 check. And the king, if it goes up, we take the rook. And if you go to f7, I take this with check. So you have to come back with the queen. And there's just not enough time to put that counterplay into effect. So yeah, once I take here and I push c6, this is a really great move. In the game review, they would put a little blue thing on this. Bishop e6, c7, really good move. And here I should have played c8 queen. Don't know why I did that. c8 queen just wins on the spot. Bishop takes, queen takes, king goes up, and then I would take here with check and takes. Right? And so you're forced to play queen here, and still here I take on f5, threatening these things, and this position is open, and I'm just down the exchange, but this king is so weak, and my king is somehow very safe, like oasis safe. So the king goes to f7, and now I do knight c6. Very pretty move. It doesn't really work because there's queen h4, and now there's drawing counterplay. Let's say I go knight c3. You just have a perpetual check here, forcing my king down, and then you have check, forcing my king up, and then you have check. Black, again, they missed this, but I thought if you move the queen, I could like queen. And now this bishop is pinned, and I have 2 queens up. But even with 2 queens up, black has the exact same trick, just drawing this position here. It's actually crazy. So black misses counterplay and takes here. I take back. I think I should have taken back with the b pawn, and then, you know, when the knight goes up, I queen. Rook takes, and I'm already threatening things like queen d7 or c7 in the future while my knight scales up the board. But it didn't happen. Okay, I take with the queen. It's not that big of a difference either way for the engine, so I go here. And now we're at a position that we are equal, except for I have a passed pawn. Not protected. Protected passed pawn needs to be protected by a pawn. So it's a passed pawn still. It's very, very winning. And I somehow just like forget my advantage here. Knight d5, very nice, scaling the knight up the board. And I forget that I have a passed pawn. So I play this. This is nice, check, and threatening some mating things here. Queen here. And here I have a brilliant move. b6, I mentioned it kind of during the stream. b6 is incredible. And on queen takes f6, the reality is black has no way to defend this b8 square. And they have no checks too. Again, this king is like mind-bogglingly safe. Mind-bogglingly safe. I'm trying to do this in one take. So takes, and then we just go queen, and this would be completely winning, right? I play queen here to try to flag my opponent, but also threatening this little trick here. And this is actually back to a draw. This is not winning for the white pieces anymore. There's queen c7, and I think black has drawing chances here. Let's say knight g4 check, and I have to choose the perpetual. Wow. This game is king g2, and it's a draw. I'm just seeing this now. And this would be winning, because I win the knight. So black has to be careful here. D takes e, check. King g3 is winning. There's no checks. And I'm winning here, because I'm threatening this knight and threatening mate. Let's say if you defend the knight, I have queen f7 check. King h6, and king h4. What? Threatening this. This is sick. This is sick. threatening checkmate. And if you defend the checkmate, I have queen takes e6, and now I'm 2 pawns up, and this is over. King g7, and we trade queens. And this pawn endgame is completely winning. This is astounding. H4, H5 to lock in my king, but then this pawn is just too extended. We'll queen here. I'm gonna name this section of the video deep dive because this is crazy. So back to the draw here, queen b6, queen e5 check, king h4, queen f6, and this is the draw. What? How is this the perpetual draw here? This is an insane... Okay, this could have been way insane if my opponent had more time, but that just speaks to the psychology of something like Beach Cafe. This video isn't about Beach Cafe. It's about how you can psychologically turn your opponent if you play an opening or throw them off with something that they don't know. Because chess players, we react very, very logically on things that we know, right? Chess is... it's concrete. It's 100% concrete. All the information's on the board. But when you don't know any of the information, like don't know the opening that's played, so you have less information in than usual, your confidence will go down. And that's what happened in this game, even though I was down a rook. So, food for thought, psychology of the game. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Peace, and I have my first day of school tomorrow at 8 a.m. So not looking forward, but I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll be tired as fuck. But cheers, everyone. Cheers. Have an amazing day, and thank you again for watching. See you soon.